everybody, it's Mrs. Air. I just kind of wanted to take a minute to review a couple things when it comes to Google Classroom. There's been several parents who have kind of reached out to me and they're just so overwhelmed with everything going on that they are really like, I have no idea what to do in this Google Classroom. So that being said, I thought I would take a couple minutes today to just kind of do a quick little run through with Google Classroom. A majority of my students have accepted invites to my Google Classroom, but some have not. So that kind of stems back kind of like to the root of what Google Classroom is. Basically, once we realized that we were not going to be coming back to school for a couple of weeks, I sent invites to everybody, children as well as parents, inviting them to our Google Classroom. So you have an invite in your emails someplace. If you have not accepted the Google Classroom invite, you cannot have access to it. So it's really important that you need to accept that invite. Once you accept the invite, you're automatically enrolled into the classroom where you can access all the materials that myself, Mrs. Tooley, or any other teacher might post in there for our classroom. But those of you who have accepted the invite but aren't really sure what exactly you're doing, this is kind of going to help you because I want to make sure that everybody is in Google Classroom and getting the material and just getting what they need in order to continue to make progress and grow as third graders this school year. So basically what you're going to want your student to do is log into their WarriorNet. So their WarriorNet login is their first name, last name, no capital letters, all lowercase, and then their password is their 580 number. And that's a number that they carry through with them from the time they enter Indian River to the time they leave Indian River. So that number for most of the students is super duper memorable. Like they just know that number. They type it in, boom, they're done. If you're not sure of your student's number, please let me know and I can 110% get you that number if your student is struggling to remember it. Okay, so Google Classroom, once they log into their WarriorNet, this is WarriorNet. It's full of apps, it's full of everything that the students need regarding, their email, regarding any other curriculum-based material, maybe iExcel or iReady or Kids A to Z, Keyboarding Without Tears. Google Classroom is a new one. It's something that we really honestly didn't talk about before we left for vacation it's not really a vacation, shouldn't say that, before we left school for this pandemic. So Google Classroom, this is your app. Right here. Okay, so all you're going to do is just click on it. Once you have obviously accepted the invite, you're just going to click on it. Now, I have a lot of classrooms in my Google Classroom, but your child should only have maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, depending on what they've accepted for an invite. They might have a Google Classroom for Jim. They might have a Google Classroom for Mrs. Lewis, our music teacher. And then obviously a Google Classroom for me. So here is mine, third grade Mrs. Air. There is no code. There's no class code. So once you get into it, you're in. So in Google Classroom, on the main page, we have streaming information. So this is stuff that is posted every day. And it's stuff that we posted from today all the way down to what we posted from the very first day that we were put into this lovely situation that we're in. So the biggest thing is every morning I post activities that the students can work on for that day. If, say for example, oh no, like just things have happened, life gets crazy, and you didn't get into Google Classroom one day, super simple. Go to classwork right at the top of the page here. And it's going to list everything that has been posted, okay? From spelling lists to different reading materials for the kids, art things, PE things, anything that gets posted gets put here, either from myself or any teacher that I've given access to access the Google Classroom, okay? So now, because I'm a teacher, I'm not a student, I'm not exactly sure how it pops up, but once you hit that, it's gonna tell you everything that's gonna be due for the specific day, along with the actual assignment. So everybody has gotten, there's my list of kids, everybody has gotten what is required for this activity. So today I had posted math problems for today, as well as an Earth Day Hooray Google Slide activity, because today's Earth Day. So everybody gets, when I put those in, I assign one to everyone. It would just be like me passing out papers in school and everybody getting a copy of the paper. This way it's just virtual, okay? So once the student goes in, they can click it, and it'll take them to within their Google documents. See my face up here? This is me. This is my Google Doc. Your child's maybe face or their initial maybe might be up here. That tells me that everything that you're doing is going to be saved in your drive, in that Google Drive, which I'll go back and show you in a second, okay? This is actually a really awesome feature. Basically, in a Google Slide, the kids can go and basically type in whatever they want to add. So they just go here, and then they can type stuff in. Okay, super duper easy, super fun, and it just makes it more handy, I guess. There's a lot of different activities for that I've incorporated Google Slides in. So again, once they click on any of the work, it automatically gets saved in their Google Drive. So I'm gonna kind of go back for a second, back to that lovely WarriorNet page, okay? Right next to mine, it might not be right next to your students on their computer, but within their WarriorNet, they have a Google Drive, this lovely button right here. So if you click it, everything will pop up that your student has opened and is working on, because that's their work. Okay, so super duper amazing, the technology. Everything gets automatically saved. So, for example, I was just working on Earth Day. Doodle-doodle-doo. Once I am done with all of my work in my Earth Day Hooray packet, I'm going to hit the share button, okay? And then this lovely box pops up, share with others. So, if you want to share it directly with me, great. All you're going to do is type my name in, E-L-I, Elizabeth Zare, and there I am right at the top. I'm going to click it. Okay. So once you're all done with that, you hit the share button, you pop my name in, and then hit send. I'm not going to hit send because I don't want to get it in my email because this is mine, so I already know. Okay, but you're going to hit send, and then your student's work will be sent right to my email. It's perfect. Not only will it get sent to my email, it also saves in Google Classroom. So if you go back to Google Classroom, everything that your child has worked on has saved under their work. Okay, again, mine looks a little different. It might look a little different because I'm the one hosting the classroom and I'm the one that's running it. Mrs. Tooley as well. Students won't have access to everything that I'm able to do or everything that Mrs. Tooley is able to do, but they still have everything that they need right in their Google Classroom. Okay, so it's super duper important that you are getting into Google Classroom, checking to see what different activities are going to be due that week. Because as we move forward, it's going to be super important that that happens. I can't stress it enough. I will probably be giving parents and students a little update by the end of the week, if not on Monday, regarding some different things that we're going to be doing. One of the biggest things that I want to look for next week is that participation. So I'm really looking for as many kids as we can get onto that Google Classroom or that Google Meet, as well as Google Classroom, but the Google Meet, because I want to make sure everybody is with me. And not only with me, but with Mrs. Tooley, Miss Nancy, as well as with each other, because I think that's really important right now. I think we need to really, as young as our kids are, I think they also need to lean on each other. So it's super important that you make sure you're in Google Classroom. It's going to take a little while for you to understand it, probably, just because it took me a while to understand it and to get kind of the kinks worked out. Some days things work, some days don't. So as long as you're flexible with me, I'll be flexible with you. So I appreciate everything you guys are doing at home with your kids. Keep working hard, doing what you can with things that Mrs. Tooley and I are posting, and just continue to kind of move forward. Another thing, when we do a Google Meet, real quick before I let you go, before we do a Google Meet, our Google Meet code will always be right under here. So for example, Tuesday morning, I'm holding a Google Meet at 10 o'clock. So Tuesday morning, when your kids log in to their classroom, the Google Meet link will be right here. Okay, it'll be right there, and all your student has to do is click that link, and it takes you right into the Google Meet. I think the only thing they might have to do is just click the join button once they get into Google Meet, and that'll take you right into the video. So it's super awesome, and I really, really hope to see everybody at our Google Meet on Tuesday next week at 10. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. We're all in this together. We need to support each other, and we're here to help you in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.